recording. 9:27 adapter call. On the agenda today is to review status on the open JIRA tickets, discuss readiness for VOLTHA release 1.1, and then of course any open items, new issues reported against the adapter driver. Anything else? Any other items someone would like to add?
That sounds good.
Okay.
252 is closed.
252 has closed. Code was merged. It's for whatever reason oh, there's Garrett's back up. Okay, so Garrett below was merged 2 days ago, and so we just closed 252. We can look now at the others that were blocked by 252 and decide if those can be closed. I think the answer on most of them is yes. So 181, we skip to that one. That is all packets in the southbound. The adapter trapped using BAL trapped to host command. I believe that this
one, that was marked, yeah, as that closes. The changes for that was in the all 252 commit.
Okay.
For both the adapter and driver side. So yeah, that one makes sense to close down. Okay.
The question is, we lumped a lot of stuff into that one Garrett under 252. It's done. It's behind us. Is that the way it should be done, or should we have single commits per, or single issue commits in going forward?
Well, that JIRA had a lot of stuff in it as well. So,
yeah.
But generally, you know, it was discussed on the call yesterday. David Bainbridge mentioned that, you know, the importance of you know, features and bug fixes being in their own individual commits. So if there's some issue with one thing, that can be left out without holding back and having rework for a patch set to get them all in. So going forward, I think this will be improved, and we'll also watch it for, you know, for adapter as well.
Okay, so I'm moving this one to done.
Yep, that makes sense at this point.
Okay, so the 202.
Right. This one was, yeah, what was holding that one up was in the code is in there with 252 as a change in the Broadcom ONU adapter, and that was quite well vetted with Steve Crooks on that. So, the adapter change that's needed to work with the Broadcom reference ONU, at least that's in there. So,
okay.
So this one is also, what did the comment say? This one should have a comment saying pending for 252. Right, there is the one right before it, and then that was Ewan's latest chain update.
Okay.
Yep. So this one closes as well.
Move that one.
Anything from this point on is bugs. All right.
All right. So we'll call that one done. 303.
Yes. Check comment on that one. It's probably the same thing. Yep.
Okay.
So verification after 252 was there. Yep. Right. So
move that one to done.
That was it.
Okay.
That one moves to done.
The last one was 251. I don't believe that one that's not done. That has not been started yet.
Yeah, that one. I'm pretty sure, at least on our side, it's not been taken up.
Right. Okay, so
251.
realistically, 251 needs to be moved out of this sprint into the backlog if we want to close this sprint.
Okay. Can you just move it right now?
Yeah, I can move it right now. I want to put a comment in there, so let me do that.
All right, well, just take your note. Take a note to do it. That I think that makes sense because it's not going to be in.
Right.
That one's not in this one.
And we'll just
sorry. So, what's the impact without that? Would it be impact?
I think it was just if there was a clear all ONUs. If there was I think there was a call from that the adapter can be called to clear all the ONUs that are known, and so that would be the.
This is, to clear all flows for an ONU.
All ONU of the VOLTHA or ONU of an OLT? I guess.
I think it was the latter. I think this could be done individually, but this was some express call, so it could be done all at once. I don't think that this was on any blocking functionality that we had flagged. This has survived a lot of reviews since the 22nd, June 22nd, and we haven't.
Okay.
We never flagged that one as a must-have. So.
Okay.
But the fact is, it's not in the current stuff, and that it might be pulled in a higher priority for the next sprint.
Okay, and then we can also define different levels, right? So ONU under the same port, ONU under the same OLT. So there may be multiple scenario on this one. So okay.
Yeah, it could be broken down.
I think it was. I think this was just an improvement so that the adapter didn't have to make a lot of calls to clear each ONU individually. It could just, if it knew this was happening, it could just send that across and clear them all out at once. So.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know the use case about this. So I don't know how often we're going to do. Yeah. So okay, we can move on.
Okay. 253.
See the comment on that one. Does that have any tie to? One more. Yep.
Code is in, just need 252 for test validation. And then there was a review against, let's see, this was.
Yeah, I think if that wasn't there, I don't think the open flow messages would be working. And, that's what that was related to. So.
Well, it shows that 253 it's merged, so it seems to me this one was, this is done.
It was there. Yeah.
Okay.
It just didn't get
closed. Can we close this one?
Yes. Even though it's assigned to Shad, I think that he put that in there, and then subsequent 253 kind of was related to that. So let's go ahead and mark that as done.
Yeah, this is 253, and a 253 is merged and Garrett, so I'm going to call this one done.
Yep.
Okay, so 251 we're going to move out of the sprint, and then how about this 453, this bug?
There should be all right. Oh, okay. Here's what happened on that. There is a Garrett commit. Tim, do you still have that link to that review? The Garrett commit had the wrong had the wrong Jira in it. Here, let me send it to you again. Just click on anything VOLTHA. Yeah, there you got it.
Is that the one?
No,
that's not it. Okay.
Just click on Project VOLTHA there, the link over where it says owner. So that's just click on Project VOLTHA, and that'll
okay.
That'll get them up there. And we probably see it in that list. It's there was one for 253. It's done. It's just got the wrong vol number on it, so it's showing up under a different JIRA. And we didn't want it. Once the commit is in there, you can't change it.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So we're saying this one is done. I saw this pop up on this gRPC crash. Was that related to 253? Or is that maybe that's where it got? That's what it got shown up. The gear it showed up as 253.
It showed up as 253. Yes, right. It was just showing up as with the wrong JIRA on the commit.
So if we go back and look at 253, I just want to verify this. So there it is right there. So the commit showed up as vol 253, and that should have been 453. So
yes,
and it's merged.
Yes, that's
okay.
Explanation. Yeah, it was a mistake.
Okay, so we're going to close that one. So remaining items, 251 we discussed. 304. This one has not yet started. So is this another one where we need to move it out of this sprint and into the next?
Look at go down to the comments, get reminded here.
So last comment, since only one gem port and alloc ID is used, this use case is not required as of now. This may be moved to the backlog. Is that, do we agree on that?
Check it, vol 252. Was that the one that was, there might have been some relationship with
252?
Vol 252. Vol,
250.
as it's mentioned.
Vol 252 is the big one, right?
Yes.
No, that was.
Yes,
yeah,
it is.
Yeah.
So it's not shown as blocking 304.
Yeah.
So,
okay, this one for 304. That has. I need to take a note to verify that one to see if that really got rolled up. Everybody was going fast and furious on these on that 252 change. So this may have been in there, but let me check on that one, Tim, and I'll put a note in the JIRA when I find out.
okay.
It either stays like this or it's done. One of the two. Just put a note to me to check. Yeah.
Okay. That was 304. 165, adapter needs to accept PM configuration from VOLTHA.
This may be in the same category. Let's.
Yet to be taken up on the 12th of September. Do you want to check on this one?
Yes. I'm not, that needs to be checked on, but I bet it probably has not been done as part of 252, but I'll check.
Okay.
All right.
And the last one is a bug 462.
That's a new one.
That's new.
Let's look at it.
You got pinned. It's part of the adapter sprint, fixed version 1.0, but is it related? No comments.
This is VOLTHA in general. Yeah, this was VOLTHA in general, I think. I don't think it was. I wonder if it just got into the.
I think because
So
Look at the.
yeah, it was a
Look at the history. It's probably just the wrong sprint.
yeah. I think that David identified
Put
this.
it in it's in the wrong sprint. It shouldn't be adapter sprint. It should be VOLTHA sprint 5.
Which is closed, so it needs to be considered for. Well, we'll make a comment on here.
Oh yeah, this is actually. Yeah, sorry if I got in the wrong sprint. Okay. Yeah,
Well, that might not have been one to put it in.
Well, I just looked for active and added it.
Yeah. So if we open, tomorrow we'll open the I guess this next sprint one for V1.1. Whatever.
Yeah, I was trying to get this in kind of as a bug fix for the POC 3. Actually, this needs to be set on Onos to make things work. It's kind of a pain to have to set it manually every time.
Okay.
That's almost like it should be a 1.0 fix.
Yeah.
Well, it is tagged as a 1.0 fix. It just got thrown into the adapter sprint. Okay, so need to figure out what's moved to the appropriate sprint.
David, is there a fix for this?
Yeah, the code's already been under review.
Right. Okay. So, all right. Garrett has it right. All right. Yep. So it is being reviewed, and it's targeted for VOLTHA 1.1 and 1.0, I think.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is there going to be a 1.0.1 before 1.1?
I think that's probably the next discussion, pending on when 1.1 could be released and whether you roll this into that. Let's go back and look at the. I think that was the last item that is in this list in this sprint. I guess we should probably look and see if there are any other bugs that have been raised against the adapter.
Yeah, there's probably one. I think Nathan had.
So there's one 469 is against the driver.
Yes.
Nathan, you're on the. There he is.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, so this. Just reading, you entered this bug yesterday, medium priority.
Yeah.
What is there a workaround? Is this when does this need to be fixed?
It looks like there was an update to a patch file that is just commenting out a log statement, so I just backed out the change for that particular file and continued.
This needs to stay here, Jim. It was one of the things I was looking at today. Probably assign this one to me, and just have it in progress. I was just looking at that myself to confirm Nathan's finding on there and see what we need to adjust in there.
Got it.
So is the driver provided by the Edge Core, or is that is something?
No, this is all the VOLTHA driver. This is nothing to do with Edge Core.
Okay.
Yeah, it was just a problem building it, and as was mentioned, we were in such a fast and furious mode. I think Nathan already found another thing previously that was not right. So, but this can be worked around. We just need to get the patch or the instructions updated correctly. And this is on the driver. The driver's side, so it's not in the VOLTHA adapter, it's in the ASF Volt 16 driver.
So the question I have is what fix does this need to go into? Is this something that needs to be resolved for 1.1 or 1.1.0?
Adapter release.
Yes. Adapter release is in that part of the. So
1.1,
for 1.1 release, we're hoping to release 1.1, right? So this week.
Right.
So the next adapter release with the VOLTHA, I think it's the 1.2, right?
As a full release, but if there are bug fixes, I mean, there may be a 1.1.1, a 1.1.2 before we get to 1.2. So
sure, yeah, okay.
Is this blocking the 1.1.0 release? Okay.
No, it's definitely not a blocker because it can be fixed manually. It just doesn't work out of the. There's a manual step you have to fix that.
Okay, so should we tag it to 1.1.1?
Yeah, put it in there.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, and then we'll decide which sprint it would go in once we get to that sprint planning, but it should be in that bucket. All right. Any others in the recent bugs regarding the adapter driver?
Oh boy. How do we find them? We need to.
Well, this is a chronological.
Sure they get marked.
Well, it's a chronological list. There wouldn't be any in here that older than middle of September.
Yeah, I haven't spotted any other ones. We were just over this list yesterday, and it looks like 469 was probably the only adapter-related one that came in.
All right.
So, Tim, if you the ... for the column, is there something called, potentially there's another filter there?
Well, we could add more fields to this view. It just
right.
What would you like to see?
No. I'm wondering whether you can search based on the adapter category or something like that.
Only if they've been only if they
added it.
Right. Yeah, and we have a little bit of an issue around nomenclature because the adapter stories we all created in epics, and unless somebody assigned it to you don't assign a bug to an epic. You just call it out as something that has to do with ASF VOLT 16. So that we could search on that and see if there are any other bugs, but that's providing someone actually uses that nomenclature. I don't see. This is all the bugs that in VOLTHA, and I don't see anything in chronological order. I don't see anything from mid-September on other than 469.
Yeah, I think that's the only one I saw as well.
Okay. So we go back and look at this. And we just said 469 will not be in this initial or in this sprint 5. So we're at a point now where we can, I think, close out sprint 5 after we move 251. We confirm that 251, 304, and 165 are not included in this sprint. And then 462, David's going to move out. And then the next question is, pending that confirmation of are any of those remaining stories done, 304 and 165 in particular, are those done? It looks like we already said 304 was going to be moved out to 1.2, so I suspect that one's not been done. But Kim,
yeah, we just have to confirm what exactly was that referring to, because there was some debate on that. But let's leave it for that right now. And
all right. So the next question is, what's our plan? What's our strategy to get 1.1.0 or the 1.1 branch cut and a 1.1.0 tag that would include the adapter and driver?
Okay, so just about 30 seconds ago, I got a note from Andy that he created those branches that we needed, that was discussed yesterday. So
good news.
That's good news. That's a bit of progress. So now I have to go back and try these repo checkouts that were mentioned in that, in those postings that I had, to see if repo can now actually check out from the branch and see if that works. So, I'll check that pretty quickly and report back. My whole goal was to be able to do some testing here, so in tomorrow's meeting we can say yes, or either we're ready to go with this, we have a solution, the shortest term solution for the branch problem is in place and we can go with it. That's what I'm hoping to confirm for tomorrow. So a key thing has to be done, Sean. We had those branches that we think will fix this, so now we have to test it and see if it actually works. And now this should allow us to cherry pick VOLTHA changes to those maintenance branches, as we need them, 1.0 or 1.1.
That's great. So we're looking for good news tomorrow morning.
Yes, you're always looking for good news. Yeah. Okay. So that was the answer on that, Tim. As far as what we just discussed here, it looks like, with the one minor exception of that one Jira bug that was just discussed, is all of the adapter, edge core adapter related things they're all up on master right now. So with the ability to put these on a branch, we can have those officially on the 1.1 branch, which will just branch from master at the current point.
Right. Okay. Good. So that discussion that should be probably the lead item for tomorrow's call, along with we have both sprint. We need to handle that, then probably do the sprint planning for the first release post the 1.1.0, or the first sprint in 1.1.x. But we want to get that release cut as soon as possible this week.
Yeah, I'll post something maybe a couple more times today to VOLTHA discuss on the status. So probably a few hours from now, I'll put a status up that says if we can make any further progress in that. So there'll be something on VOLTHA discuss in advance of talking during the meetings tomorrow.
Okay, good. That covered the primary agenda. Any other items that for anyone wants to bring up for discussion on the adapter today?
Only thing I had is just on Nathan's recent question. I responded to that with Nathan. I'm going to look at some of those logs. I'm going to look at those logs you posted, and also, you know, address the questions you had in there about usage of getting the driver set up in there. I know the instructions are thin on that, but we'll just have to embellish as we go here. So,
thank you. I appreciate that.
All right. So you have good information. It's good, clear what problems you're running into. We just need to, you know, just have a look at that and see what's going on.
So that's this VOLTHA adapter discuss issue. Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Any comments, questions on that? Great. Anything else?
Okay.
Okay, we'll make the, Kim, you'll get back to us on those two open items, 304, 165. We'll move 251 into the backlog. 462, David, you'll move into we'll find a place for that item. We should be in a position then to close out Sprint 5 and cut the 1.1 branch and the 1.1.0 tag, hopefully as soon as tomorrow. Anything else?
A good summary. Okay.
Okay, I'm going to stop the recording and we will conclude today's call. Thanks, everyone.